Welcome back to another video of Let's Talk Boxing. I am Leti.
I'm LB.
And let's get into these bomb-ass fights that we saw this weekend.
All right. So we had a good UK matchup. It was exciting. It was Joshua Buatsi versus Craig Richards. So, I mean, what did you think about that fight?
Man, I thought it was a good-ass fight. I thought it was a good fight. At first, the first few rounds, I was kind of like, it's whatever. And then I forgot if it was like on the round 4th or 5th. I think I said like, I'm not so excited to see Buatsi. And all of a sudden, he just came out with some crazy ass combinations on Richard, and it was like
5 punches landed in a row.
Like, he heard me say that, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna shut you up," and then he just went off on Richard.
He landed. I remember what you're talking about. He landed every punch in that combination of that 5-punch combination.
And I was like, "Whoop! Let me stand my ass up straight to watch this." But yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought Richards did his thing too. I think he stayed in there. He heard Buatsi a few times, I think that was in round 8 that he heard him. So what do you think about it?
All right, so Joshua Buatsi, he's been a not really a prospect, but he's been a hot topic for the UK, and he's been Eddie Hearn has been talking about him, and promoting him. So I was excited to watch him. This was my first time checking him out. I was aware of his opponent, Craig Richards. I saw the fight between him and Bivol. So then I was able to kind of gauge, how good he was, so I could kind of, see the matchup with Buatsi. So right off the bat, Buatsi, I feel like he does a lot of things good. But I'm not sure what he does great just yet. You know what I mean? I feel like he had a good jab. He had a good right hand. The things that I did have a problem with, though, he fought too much in spurts. Like, he would, after he got his offense off, it was like he was just sitting there as a target, and then Craig Richards would just get his punches off, and, he was getting hit. He was getting hit. So, and also, in the beginning of the fight, he was getting caught with a left hook. A nasty left hook by Craig Richards.
Left hook again.
Another left hook. He was getting caught. And, later in the fight, he did make the adjustment, but he was getting caught with that. And both fighters actually hurt them. But yeah, he landed a nasty left hook, and he was landing that all day. And Craig Richards, like you said, he's been knocking off, prospects. So this was a really good matchup, even though the betting odds had Buatsi as a heavy favorite. If you looked at the fight between Bivol, and Richards, that was one of Bivol's tougher fights. So, Richards was definitely there, and we didn't necessarily agree with the scorecards. We're like, they had it wide in the beginning, but they ended up correcting it later.
They did. It was later. It wasn't even the judges. It was the people, the commentators that were thinking. We were like, what the hell? It was a little bit closer than what they were giving Richards credit for. And when you had told me that Buatsi was the favorite, I was expecting Richards to not do what he did, but he was fighting.
But he was in that thing,
yeah. And I feel like Buatsi could have hurt Richards a lot more. There was a lot of openings for that. But I don't know if he got stout or what, but he was kind of just letting his hands down, and he wasn't taking advantage of how open Richardson was a few times.
Yeah, because he was definitely open, and like you said, Buatsi has a lot of knockouts, so he doesn't have as much experience going that distance as Richards does. So this was a good matchmaking, for him, and because it was a tat for tat, they was going back and forth. And he got tested. And he got hurt. Buatsi got hurt.
He did.
Both fighters got hurt. That just shows you how good the fight was. Both fighters got hurt and tested. And it was good to see.
And then the last round, though, they were just giving it all they had. That was crazy. I was tired watching them, but at the end, it was just throwing hands.
But definitely, you can see that Buatsi is, you know, he was, like I said, you know, he was good. I feel like he's good at a lot of things. You know, even in the, you know, sometimes, you know, a fighter, you know, they kind of have just one or two things they're doing, but he went to the body. You know, he could fight on the inside. He could fight at distance. You know, he had combinations. But, you know, my problem was, like, kind of what we talked about was, you know, kind of the stamina and him fighting in spurts. So, like, he would have good offense, and then he would then let Craig Richards get his offense off and take unnecessary punishment. Yeah. I definitely think he needs to, you know, tighten up his defense. And even his trainer said afterwards, you know, the press was trying to put him on Better Biv and the Better Biv fight or a Canelo fight, and he was like, you know, I don't think that my fighter is ready, you know, defensively. And that was true, and I'm glad he said that. So, but you know, since we're on that, then the mix of those other guys, who would you want to see him fight?
First of all, they shouldn't even throw Canelo's name out there. If Canelo's fights at 175, all I want to see is just that rematch with Bivol, and that's it. Get the
fuck out. Get the fuck out after that.
So don't even bring up Canelo.
Yeah.
But who do you think will be good for him?
All right, so I got two matchups. That I would want to see. So I would want to see him fight Marcus Brown. Would be one of them. Marcus Brown. He just he just lost to Better Biv, and he's a boxer. And he was knocked out by Better Biv. But I think it'll be a good test. Because if he was able to get, you know, we've seen Marcus Brown. He's been in there with Jean Pascal. You know, he's been in there with some good guys. You know, he's got he's a good boxer, and I want to see Buatsi fight somebody in the States. I want to see, you know, because, you know, so far all of his fights have been over there. I think it's time to bring him abroad. You know, and so I would like to see him fight, you know, Marcus Brown. We know Marcus Brown, his trainer is also Derek James. So we know Derek James gets his fighters ready. And I think it'll be a good opportunity for both. It'll be a good opportunity for Marcus Brown to get on the right track. And so, I can see him accepting, you know, that fight. And it's a good opportunity for Buatsi to actually, you know, get a good name. And to be in a big fight for more people to see him and more viewers.
Okay.
What about you? You kind of mentioned another fight. Was there another fight you want to see him?
It would be, you know, cool throwing it out there if he fought Bivol. Okay. You know, especially since Richards, you know, he just fought him and he was one of the toughest fights for Bivol. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. Mm-hmm. You know.
Mm-hmm. I like that fight too, and because. You know, the thing is, I might say that Buatsi might actually have the power advantage. So I think that would be an interesting fight, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I have my thoughts already on who I think will win that fight. But it would be a cool matchup to see, you know?
Definitely would be a cool matchup.
It left you wanting to see a little bit more of what can be done with Bivol.
And like you said, especially with the trouble that Richards gave Bivol. I think it would be good.
Actually, talking about that Richards fight and Bivol, go check out our shorts and let us know what you guys think. I don't know if we're just tripping or what it is.
Yes, definitely check out our short because we need some. We need to make sure we're not tripping.
But let us know what you guys think. Yeah. Go check out the shorts, and you guys will know what we're talking about with the little swipe of a towel around the nose. So make sure you guys take a look at that. Let us know what you guys think that is. Comment that below, please, because we need to know what you guys think about that.
But yeah, I mean those are two good matchups for Buatsi that I would like to see, and definitely want to see him back. Like I said, I want to see, you know, what he improves on from this fight, because like I said, I want to see, you know, what he's great at. I know he does a lot of things good. I want to see him, you know, how he improves his defense.
Tune it up a little bit.
Yeah, I want to see, you know, how he tunes up after this test. Yeah. Because, you know, usually after someone gets tested, you know, it's a big learning curve, you know, and you grow from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm excited to see him grow from this fight and see what's next for him.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and talk your shit.
Hey, and we out.